coming at you live. I'm super excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. I see some of you guys jumping on, so thanks for joining. And today what I'm going to do is I am working with our 9x12 magnetic banner, which is so cool. So it comes in a wrap. I have unwrapped it here. And these little guys, they come apart and they have magnets on them. And so all we're going to do at the very end here is we're going to square it up and make sure it's even. And then we're going to put our magnets on the side, and look how cute it can hang all by itself. So we have one for the top and one for the bottom. And I am so excited. We're going to be working with the autumn leaves pattern, kind of on the top and the bottom. We're going to leave a space in the middle, and I have Hello Pumpkin. Now, I don't think that I'm going to use the pumpkin part, and I think I'm going to center the hello with the pumpkin in the middle. So, are you guys excited to be here for Make It with Magnolia Thursday? I definitely am. The first thing that I'm going to do, since this is a little wrinkle material here, because it is in a roll, I have this neat little heat press. You can throw this in your dryer. I've seen people use straighteners and hair dryers. I like the material here to be very flush and non-wrinkled when I'm working with the stencil. It just helps a little bit more for that stencil to stick, and you won't have any smudge lines because of the waves of the material. So, for just a minute, we're going to go ahead and we're going to smooth this out. Look how nice that's looking. We're almost done. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy off. This is a mini handheld Cricut. I think that's what those are called. So that has our material, as you can see, all nice, not really too many waves, really easy to be able to work with. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to put on these amazing little blue gloves here, because I do not want to get my hands all nasty, because you guys know me, a messy crafter. And what I'm going to do is, I love the wood here. This is a wood magnet for the banner, and I want to give it a little bit of color. So what I've done is we're going to be working with inks today because it is fabric. And so with the top of my jar here, I have just some chocolate. I've added a little bit of water to it, and I want to take just a little bit of a paper towel here. I'm going to dip it, and I'm gonna give it kind of like a paint, which I think is gonna be super cool. Now, I do have my spray mist bottle here, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more watercolor, and I'm gonna be careful not to get this all over my material, so let's go ahead and move that out of the way. So we have 4 of these that we're gonna do. Let's see if I can break these ones apart. These are gonna be for your bottoms, and these 2 are going to be for the top. So let's go ahead and get started on these. So we want to give them a little time to dry. So I'm barely putting any ink and water together, kind of like a watercolor paint. I'm removing all of the excess as I go. And I just like the look of the darker wood on these. How many of you guys have used these little wooden banners? And have you played around with the color? Have you tried this before? Now you could use stain, you could use really anything, little finishing wax to get the color. I like mixing this with the colors I'm already using, so it'll blend a little bit better. Because I know I'm going to be using this chocolate brown. And I have some other really fun colors that we're going to play with today. What do I have over here? We have some, looks like copper and black, and some glittering gold, And which one is this one? This one is going to be your pumpkin pie. This one's going to look really good. And we're going to kind of do like a hot mess technique on our leaves, which means we're going to play with all different colors all the time. I'm very excited. All right, oh, let me show you guys. So this is what it kind of looks like after we've done. So this was our first. Now we have a really dark, rusticy look for our wood. I'm gonna put this over here to dry. And then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a little bit more water in there. We're gonna do the same. Some people use baby wipes on here to do it because it gives it a little bit more water. It's a little bit easy. For this morning, I just grabbed a few paper towels. We have, what else do I have over here? You could use, if you do stain, if you have a staining rag, that would work as well. Oop, let's see, let's put this off to the side. I have to put that back on there. All right. Let's go ahead and get this piece done. Super cute. So now we're gonna let that one dry. We have 2 more little ones to go. So easy. I love how you can change the look of something within just a few moments. Almost done. Let's get the corners here. Okay, this one looks really good as well. And we have 1 more to go. We are almost there. Get a little bit more water on the brush here. There we go. Almost done. One last little thing so we can let them dry. And I think I love it. Okay, so then here is the other one. So we're gonna let these dry off to the side. So let's go ahead and move all of my items out of the way, take off these gloves, and look, it saved me so much. My hands would have looked like that. Okay, and they usually do. I just remembered gloves this time. Now, I got a little bit of brown around here from our stain. So, I want to go ahead and clean that up really quick so it doesn't attach to our fabric. All right, so now is the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and bring our fabric back and we are going to start stenciling. I love it. So I'm gonna eyeball here. I have the top, I have the bottoms. All right, so let's go ahead. What do we do? I'm going to go ahead and just work with this autumn leaves pattern first. That'll be able to gauge what we want to do. So this is such a big stencil. I'm going to kind of do a 360 with it. And I'm going to put it on the top. And just enough to where I want the little stencil to be. Okay. So let's see what, yeah, I'm gonna move it. Moving it all over the place. Gonna get the perfect little angle. Let's see, what do we feel about right here? Okay, so you got about, let's say, this much or so, that much or so. I'm eyeballing it here. Get your ruler for the people who are like, oh, what is she doing? Guys, I think that might be perfect. Okay, I think that might be perfect. So we're gonna go in with that. You don't have to fuss since we're working with our magnetic banner here. Now what I am doing is I'm pushing down the stencil onto the fabric. Really taut, so there's no bubbles. Okay, now I can move it. Okay, and then I have some squeegees over here. I told you we're working with so many different colors. And we're gonna do this hot mess technique, which is where all of these colors come, besides blacks, we have brown, glittering gold, we have, which one was this one? Pumpkin pie, and copper. I think this would be a really cute color, and I'm just gonna go every which way with our copper. So this is what we call that hot mess technique. So you go everywhere with all of your colors. I'm going to go in with the glittering gold. And then once you get all of your colors on here, we're going to simply squeegee off in one little motion. So we're not going to use a lot of brown here, because the dark colors will definitely overpower your design. Okay, let's try that. And now let's get some of our spiced pumpkin. This one is a super cute color. So we're gonna do a little bit more of it to hopefully blend all of the rest together. Let's try up here and up here. Maybe some in here. Okay, I think we're good. Now let's move these to the side. And I have my Clorox wipe here. So we're gonna wipe off our squeegee. All right, and you guys can see that from there. I've got so much of a mess going on, but it's gonna look so good here in just a moment. So I'm gonna start out with copper because I really like copper. And we're gonna go just straight down, mixing all of these colors together. Some is definitely going to be darker, some are going to be lighter. I'm going to go up on the seam a little. I am very excited to see what this is going to turn out to be. Are you guys excited as well? Do you guys like my color choices? Now what I'm doing here is I'm removing all of the excess that we have on our squeegee so I can see all of our beautiful designs to make sure I don't need to go over a few different areas again. Okay, last stretch here, so we'll come back and grab a little bit of these. Oh my gosh, I think it's gonna look so good, guys. I'm trying to mix them a little bit, so I like this color. Adding a little bit more to that glitter area. When it was a little light. Let's get our little stem here. Make sure all of it's going through. Oh my goodness. Okay, it looks so good. I think I've like triple checked here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove this first one and we're gonna see what you guys think. All right, so I'm just gonna lift up gently on my stencil, holding my fabric, pulling as I go. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, here, let me put this up here so I can lay this down, because what we're gonna use is I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna use the other side of our stencil so I can see all of the beautiful stuff. Okay, so we're gonna move this gently to the side, and are you guys ready to see our top? Okay, so I don't want to, let me put my fingers, smear it, but this is gonna be the top of our little hanging banner. I think it's gonna be so stinking cute. The colors are so complimentary to one another. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the bottom half. So I'm gonna take it from this side. We're not gonna make a mess. Everybody who knows me, you can laugh at that. Messy crafter is not gonna make a mess. Now I'm just gonna peel a little bit back. Here we are. Let's see. That one's gonna be too much. Okay, so grab too much. Let's pull it back a little. All right, let's see how that lays. Okay, still a little too much, I think. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better to me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, you know what I want though? I might have came down a little bit too much on there. Let's come up just a little bit more. I don't want it to look all weird. Let's like space it out here. So I've got about, oh, just a little bit. Okay. We were off by just a smidge. Let's see, compared to here. Here. Oh yeah, okay, so this is gonna look a little bit better. Just a smidgen. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and smooth that down. We're just gonna go with it. I will triple check our little stencil over here. I think this will look oh so darling. Okay, now I want your opinion before we get to this point. When we do that Hello Pumpkin in the middle, I brought some jute. Do you think that we should put a jute line here at the border? I think that would look really cute. What do you guys think? You let me know while we start hot messing again over here. Okay, so let's get some of our copper. I'm gonna try to do the same pattern I did above, if we can remember that, right? All right, so copper, and we had a little bit of gold. Okay, and then we had a few, not too many, because remember that brown is so overwhelming in its color. To do just a smidge here and there. All right, and then we get to play around. I love this little spiced pumpkin. Seems to bring them all together. Okay, I'm super ready. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and get this excess off. Grab just a little bit of copper. And here, let's do this. Okay, I think I like this one to start off. Oh my goodness. All right, and we are on a roll. This is gonna look so good, guys. All right, let's get some more copper in there. Now I'm coming down the fold just a smidgen, just to make sure I'm covering it all. Now this one we went side to side, so hopefully this gives us just a little bit more pattern. Now I'm going to triple check to make sure. Let's get a little bit more there. That everything is a little darker. Okay, all right, we're gonna go with it. Let me get this off of my fingers. I told you, the messy crafter. Make sure when you're working with fabric that you get all of it off before you do your peel and reveal. All right, let's go ahead and get it done. Okay, let me bring this side down. Oh my goodness, it looks so cute. Okay, so we're gonna put that over. We're gonna give this guy a water bath here in just a minute. but I thought that this is going to be so adorable. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I might have needed to use a little bit more of that brown, like the top, but we'll see. After it dries, you can always add more color if you overlay your stencil one more time. I think it's adorable though, and we're gonna do our Hello Pumpkin, and we're gonna do that in black to really make it stand out. So our next step is, I'm gonna go ahead and like center this. Let me bring it towards me. Come here, fabric. All right, so we're gonna go with pumpkin first, and I'm just gonna lay it on this line to where I can split the difference. So I'm gonna do pumpkin first. So let's go ahead and smear that. Get it stuck. Okay. Now this one's gonna be black. And I'm not gonna use the pumpkin. I think it would be cute if you wanted to blend them together. I really like just the leaves with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do the pumpkin, and then we'll lift it, and then we'll move that hello to where it's a little bit more centered, since I'm not gonna use the pumpkin. All right, a tiny bit more. I love it. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel and reveal. So cute. Oh, it says pumpkin. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is like adorable. So we're gonna give that a moment to dry. And while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead, and I do think we're gonna take a little bit of jute. Go ahead and measure. We could always retrim if we need to. So I'm gonna take a piece here, and then let's go ahead and do the same exact size for the top. All right, so I have a trusty glue gun here. So I'm just gonna go with a seam that follows very slowly. Our little line. So let's go ahead and do the bottom. Okay, we're gonna gently push it down. Love it. Love it. Okay, so let's snip just a hair off of here. There we are. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we need just a little bit more right in here to get that all the way down. Very easily. I think it's so cute. Okay, so I do have my heat gun here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the pumpkin just a little bit more dry before we put that hello on. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, let me see, we should be just fine. And now we're gonna put the hello part over the middle of the pumpkin. Okay, I'm looking, I'm eyeballing. It looks good right there to me. We're gonna go with it. Let's see, spacing, it's a little off to the side, but I think it'll be just fine. Okay, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna do the hello, I think this is a cute saying. How many of you guys agree? Hello, pumpkin. All right, now I'm going to be super careful to bring it this way so we don't get any of the actual pumpkin in there. Okay, how many of you guys are excited? Let's go ahead and remove it. Oh, it looks so cute. Okay, so we have that on that side. I have it all over my fingers. I absolutely love it. Okay, so what we have to do is do our hot glue for the top, but we gotta make sure to be careful so we don't bump the new hello because it's still wet. Okay, where did our, there it is. Wondering where our little jute went. Oh my gosh, this looks so cute. Does it look cute? I think it looks so cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put our little magnetic pieces back on. All right, so here's a bottom. Here's a bottom. We have one that we wanted to re-secure here. So is we put the little guys right in the groove lines on both sides. That'll give us our hanging. There we go. Yay! So this will go on the back. Let's move that down so I can see it. Sure, people can't see up top, guys. Okay, let's see. And then we'll have our, let's see, is it this one? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's shift it over just a smidge. Make sure we got all of it in there. Looks super good. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. Let's even it up so you guys can see what our finished project of today looks like. There it is. Oh my goodness, guys. This is so adorable. Now what I did do is, I don't know if it would be too much. Maybe I'll play with it after, but I'm thinking you can maybe add, yeah, let me show you guys the finish. Look at this. This is so cute the way it is, right? Or you could like add a little flower or so if you were doing this project, maybe even to the bottom. I just absolutely love what you can do with it. So I'm going to put that off to the side and we'll decide later on if we want to add some flowers or not. But this is going to be our finished Make It With Magnolia project today. Do you guys love it? I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest